we're gonna stop and get some coffee. As the Bostoners say, coffee. C-A-W-F-E-E. Coffee. Even though it's coffee. Coffee. No. Coffee. On future tours, I want to bring a fishing pole with me so I can sit in my chair and just fish. Do I know what I'm doing? No. But just to relax. Sounds so nice. So we'll get some coffee. We need to stop and we need to check out what we got for like a Walmart or a Fleet Farm or a Menards, or in general a store where I can get some thinner gloves. I will need those when it comes to nighttime coming up though. It's gonna be freezing. We've done 21 miles today. This is the Hastings Lock and Dam coming up. So we've done 21, we need to do 37. That's why we're gonna sit at that shop and just relax. It's gonna be 1 o'clock when we get there. Sun goes down about 7:40. So we got about 2 hours to chill, and then we gotta do at least another 10 miles, at least. Probably about 14 more miles. And then we'll get out of Hastings and we'll kind of check the maps, and I'll show you how we check it and what we're looking for. But it's not perfect, it's not scientific or nothing. See, if I was touring right here, it would be perfect for camping. Or down on the beach right there in the sand. But you have to obviously be really careful because they're gonna monitor the area because it's right next to a lock and dam. Here's a tie-off point for barges. Boat launch. Hi guys.
Heard the voice.
Right. Hey, buddy. Need a bigger yard so we can race. per your request, I'm just stopping at this Dunn Brothers Coffee in Hastings, Minnesota on my way south. It is 1 p.m. We are stopping here to rest for about an hour or two, and then we're going to keep going. I like to do my trips in 10 to 20 mile blocks, and then I'll stop for a few hours because you have a whole day to use up. And so we're just going to go have some coffee. I already had a croissant, but we're going to have another coffee. So come on with me and we'll enjoy a coffee. So part of what I do, Caleb, when I stop for 2 hours on my trips, so I just biked from here to here, 20 miles. We want to go all the way, zoom out some more, somewhere in here. Why isn't it popping up? But anyway, we're trying to go to Red Wing, Minnesota via bicycle. So we technically still have 2 hours, and what I'm looking at on this map, Caleb, what I'm looking for is gonna be spots that I can camp, and I'm picking out like one right here, and like one down here somewhere. I don't want to camp, if I can avoid it, inside of these towns because it'll just give me problems for the most part. Like for example, here's Treasure Island Resort and Casino. It's a pretty big, they have a campsite, but I know from experience that they don't necessarily work with bicyclists, so I'm just going to avoid this entirely. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to check out this trail. So this looks like it's going to be a highway, and so when I'm looking at this, Caleb, I'm going to see if I can get a street view for you. Let's see. So it's going to take me on this back road. I'm going to, yep, 54. So for example, what I'm looking for when I am trying to research, I'll tap on this. I'm going to look at this. And what I'm looking for, it's bad it's not high detail. I think it's still loading. Yeah, it's still loading. Okay, so you see this patch of grass right here? How it's mowed and it's long and it's flat? This spot, incognito in the dark, would be okay. It's off the road, or like even right here would be better. Like right here, even though this is somebody's property, it's in my mind a better alternative. And if I can, I'm gonna look for a small city with a church or a little mini park. A lot of these cities, the small ones, have like government funded pavilions that they have in their towns. So that's, but yeah, so that's kind of what I spend my time when I'm researching, when on my downtime. Like if I'm feeling like I got 10 more miles in me, or if I got 5 more miles in me, that's kind of what I spend my time looking for and what I'm looking for. And I'll zoom in on these spots and try to find spots that I think are going to be pretty much incognito along the way. Like here's a major T, so a lot of these T's will have these spots bored out in the corners. Try to find a small town. Let's see. So like here's a town hall in a small town. Let's see if we can find a park. Let's see. So I'll type in park. We'll come down here and we'll just say search this area. So we've got, there's a ski resort, that's no. Turtle Preserve Scientific. So something with like a bicycle trail inside of that park, so I can just kind of be out of sight, out of mind, is also what we're looking for. But yeah, so I hope that helps you understand kind of what I'm looking for, what I'm doing when I'm stopping. I'm just refueling on some energy, and just the other thing that I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out when and what time dusk happens, when the last light is for the day. This time so 7:58 is when the sun is officially gone. So about they have until 7:30 to ride. It's currently 2 in the afternoon, so we got about 5 hours. And so each hour is about 10 miles an hour. So we have 25 miles here down. We need to spend some time. We're gonna go get some gloves over here. It's 2 miles added on to our day, so we have 30 more miles to do down to Red Wing. We're gonna take this state trail, so we could camp somewhere in here, but I might try to camp if I can push myself on the Wisconsin side, because there's gonna be nothing over here. We'll see what happens. We're gonna go get some gloves if we can figure out how to get out of here. Are you kidding me? I gotta go all the way around to get out of here? Oh my gosh. Fail. I thought for sure there would. Oh, okay, I see. Phew. No, I still gotta go all the way. Oh, yeah, okay, good. Dragging, huh? Figure out why that's dragging. Oh, Canada. I don't like that that's dragging. It's Todd Field. That was the right side. What I really should do is switch out the bags. So right here I've got 30s, but then down below on the rear trailer I got 50 liters, and I don't want those scratching and scraping. It's really nice out right now, but I'm gonna need those gloves for the morning rides because cold. We're gonna go 2 miles out of their way, wrong direction. We got 25 to Hastings, to Red Wing, so not too bad. We're gonna stop down over here to a East Hardware. Could go to Walmart, I could go to Fleet Farm, but when I'm doing this, I try to support small when and where I can. So that's what we're gonna do. Nice tennis ball and football. That's nice. I don't know why my kneecap hurts so much. I don't know. Second trip now, I didn't bring my heavy duty sweatshirt and I immediately regret it. Well, that's a bummer. They don't have anything on that main drag back there. That's crazy. You think money would be over there, but what's interesting is money chose to be down this way. Huh. Away from the old town city center. It's really interesting how they're all like, we have to have the old and the new, but we can't have them in next to each other. Yeah, I gotta switch those bags out. Can't have them scraping like that. It's gonna wreck them. We got 5 hours to go 25 miles. 27 now. Woofda. Oh, look at that thing. That's so sweet. It's got the metal roof. It's like an airplane hangar. I bet that's like the OG house from the area, and he sold his land around it a whole bunch of years ago. Oh, man. Woofda. I really wish I had a second snack pouch. That's alright. Looks like our sidewalk just randomly ends. Traffic is gonna hate me, but there's nowhere to go. Everybody was respectful, so that's cool. Somewhere down here, not quite sure where. How come you built this road? This is decently new, unless they just recoded it. Why wouldn't you finish the sidewalk all the way down? I just don't get it. Bell. I don't quite know. Woofda. Living the dream. 720. $727. 730. Climbing 1, 731, 32, 33. 4, 36, 37, 38. This is a steep bugger. 740, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 6.5 miles an hour for 750, 51, 52, 753, 54, 54, 53, 755. Good news is we get to go down that coming back. Let's go. We got a McDonald's. If we see the Walmart, we've gone too far. I bet you money it's at the end of that hill up ahead. We're gonna type in Ace Hardware. Ace Hardware, Hastings. Ace Hardware, Hastings. Dang, it's back behind the McDonald's. Alright, well, okay. I'll whip a Yui up here. It's back here somewhere. Alright. Looks like the government center, that's where you get all your passport stuff. For this area anyway. I'll go ahead and take my lane while it's available. This is a sensor, we're not going to get a green. In this case, we're probably out of the way. Let's see what happens. Ooh, there we go. Tuck it back in here. Okay. Stop in here and get some leather gloves because I missed my pair. Okay. Very good. Absolutely, we'll take 80. It's also good. Okay. They're so much happier, my hands. And I love the brown color. Turn right where? Oh, duh. Okay. Oh. I don't like that I'm in a school zone and everything is getting out. It looks shady to these people and I don't want to freak them out. So I want to get out of here. My bad. Go. Go. Okay, I don't know what we're doing, but fuck it. Ay. People get so goofy at these intersections. I know that it's like crossing guards and stuff, but like, come on. Alright, now we can go right. So busy. Stoplights on the left. misread that intersection so bad back there. I was busy watching the kids with the crossing guard and I didn't realize I had a stop sign. And I blew it and the car's like, "What are you doing, dude?" I don't blame them. My bad. I'm glad they were paying attention though. It makes you wonder if it was a school day or not. If they would have been paying as much attention as before. All way. Here's the other side of Todd Field. Growing up, Dad had us convinced that they named it after him. Be nice. It's going to be mostly flat because we're going to be right along the river, so we're going to be able to cruise. Smeed. Wonder what they do. Hockey park. I think we're on this pretty much the whole way. No, up here. So somewhere up here it turns into a trail. Off the operation. Oh my goodness. Boom, right into the fence. You gotta really slow down. Holy moly, you better be going slow. Google Maps didn't like that. Vermilion River. Flowing pretty good. Huh. Okay, so Google doesn't like this. Alright, it's making me go out on that road again. Alright, it's gonna get ghetto. And this this situation, you're absolutely not wanting to be out here at dusk or dawn. This is the kind of thing that's middle of the day, maximum visibility. If it's foggy out, I'm not doing it. If it's raining out, I'm not doing it if I can avoid it, unless I'm desperate for food or water. So I'm just gonna watch cars behind me and in front of me. I'm just gonna make sure everything is kosher, because these people are gonna react negatively. 100% they will. Because there's no shoulder, there's no nothing, and they're gonna get antsy. And legally they have to give 3 feet. And I'm all the way over to the right, so we'll see what happens. All these cars are going down to Mystic Lake Casino. I'll let this guy, he's gonna go now. is where the single wheel trailer is superior because I have little to no room, almost zero room. And if I had the kid carrier, we would be rumbling along these strips just because of how much traffic there is on this road. And I don't know, this is supposed to be a trail, but I might have messed up my GPS. I'm not 100% sure just yet. I'm gonna wait and see if this turns into a trail. Alright, 30% on the right one, and whatever percent we got on the left one. Let's keep going. Nobody's coming. Let's go. One car coming. Nice and flat. I love this. If I just had a bigger shoulder, I could go a little bit faster. But because I have to constantly adjust myself inside the foot and a half or whatever that I got to work with, it's a little bit of a bummer. But we're doing 9 miles an hour right now, which is just fine. That puts us there in 2 hours, 2.5. That's perfect. 640 feet elevation. We're gonna sail right by Treasure Island. I should totally stop in there, have a soda and keep going. Shoulder. I'll take that. If I'm not mistaken, this comes to a T. Unless that's a different highway. Not 100%. Here's Bigfoot. Excuse me. I'm on the way. Bye, bye, bye. ain't no lie, bye bye bye. It ain't no lie, baby, bye bye bye. Living the dream, everybody. If you ain't subscribed, you're missing out on banger content where I give advice. I try to do something ridiculous for you guys, because you guys make it happen by hitting that subscribe button. I appreciate every single one of you. Leave a comment, leave a question, and it's going to end up in a future video. I'll do my best. Every day I try to do my best anyway. I ain't always up to snuff, I ain't always up to par, but I'll show up. I gotcha. Let's go. Na, 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 na. So this is really dangerous here. We lose our shoulder, it looks like. I'm gonna move over now. Take advantage of the hill. They have a pass on the left. So wobbly. The downside to having these trailers. All right, very good. 21 miles to Red Wing. Someone got stuck. So we had 27, 21, so we've done 6 miles. So closing in on 30, or just slightly over 30 now. My knees are on fire. I'll have to spin my head right round, Right on this palm tree is a good, or not palm tree, but pine tree. It's a good spot to camp right off the road there. We'll have to $20 miles to go. We are cooked. Let's go. So that charger is working. Let's go. It's so exciting. All right, let's go. We got 20 miles to Red Wing. Let's go. I really want my shoulder back. I hope there's a shoulder ahead. It looks like there's a legit trail that peaks off to the left up here. But the downside is it goes behind a bunch of like gas stations and whatnot that are up ahead. I'd love to stop at that quick trip that's up there. But today I'm just gonna go until I physically can't go anymore. And then we'll sleep it off into tomorrow. So we'll go until dusk. I really want that Mountain Dew, but I can't do this one-handed and on a hill. So we'll have to wait. Let's go! I can't wait, dude. Let's go. You get these euphoric bursts of energy and you're like, whoo! But you're really just toast. Let's go. Man, if we get to Red Wing in one go, that would be amazing. I gotta make sure that mic is paired.